trouble getting my camera right, my lighting. I hope everything turns out fine. Well, I know I've been missing a little bit in action, but I'm back. It's definitely fall. The weather's cooler. And so I would just want to catch up. I just want to catch up with you guys. This is book haul number 8, I believe. It's a continuation of all the books I have bought. First of all, I may not see you next week. It's Thanksgiving. I just want to wish everyone a blessed Thanksgiving holiday. And this was a gift to me. Isn't that cute? All right, let's get started because I am still talking about books I purchased in the month of September. I'm getting caught up, you guys. I'm getting there. So let me start by telling you about some books that I got, and I got quite a few. So this video will definitely be just about books that I have bought and to tell you about them. And thank you for all the comments, the new subscribers, the feedback I'm getting. You're letting me know what direction to go in with my videos. That really, really helps. All right, let's crack into it. The first book I bought in September is You Never Know. This is Connie Briscoe. I've had the pleasure of meeting this author in person. I have quite a few books of hers and they're autographed. Just so you know, you may have read some of them or heard of her, but Sisters and Lovers, Big Girls Don't Cry, A Long Way from Home, and these are in the order in which they were published. PG County, Can't Get Enough, Sisters and Husbands, and Money Can't Buy Love. These are all the books she has. Well, she may have published some more, but these are the ones that I own. And she was away from the writing scene for a good while. So when I saw this one coming out, I was excited. It was like an automatic buy. However, because a lot of her other books are contemporary fiction, this one is a crime thriller suspense. So that's a little different for her genre, but I'm all for it. I want to know what this is going to involve. So let me tell you. All right. This is Connie Briscoe, You Never Know. It's a crime thriller suspense. Alexis Roberts is asleep one night when someone breaks into her home and tries to assault her. Though she manages to escape serious harm, the invasion has left her scared and shaken. The police are investigating, but Alexis has few details to share with the detective on the scene. She's hearing impaired and could not find her cochlear implants in the darkness, which left her unable to both see and hear the intruder. Also, a side note, Connie Briscoe is, I believe, hearing impaired. She's deaf, but maybe she's writing on that realm because of her own experience. That would be very, very interesting. Was her attacker a stranger or someone whom she knows? A person who may have once been close to her? Flashback to a year earlier when Alexis meets the man of her dreams. Marcus is handsome, successful, polished, and everything she's ever wanted. Attentive, charming, and fluent in American Sign Language. He's unlike any man she's ever known. believing he is the Mr. Right who was meant to be her forever partner. Alexis says yes when he asks her to marry him. Why wouldn't she? But once they're married, Marcus grows distant and resembles little of the charming man who swept her off her feet. Who is the stranger she's married? Determined to uncover the truth, Alexis begins to carefully unearth the secrets in her husband's life. When she makes a horrifying discovery, his first wife is missing and suspected dead, Marcus suddenly disappears without a trace. Yep. That's definitely a read. And I'm thinking, I'm going to stop there. This will, next year on my TBR for sure. Top of my list, you know. And I don't normally read a lot of crime, thrillers, suspense dramas, but I love them. I do. I like them. I just don't read enough of them. So, yeah. This is it. All right, next book I purchased was Last Seen in Lapaz by Kwei. Now, I also have Sleep Well, My Lady. And this is a series, so I believe this is the first book in the series, Sleep Well, My Lady. And this is the second, Last Seen in Lapaz, and he's got a third one, so I'm waiting to get that one. I like to have all the books before I delve into a series. And we're going to talk about series later, if not another video. I want to know what you're reading in a series. Anyway, let me tell you what this one is about, Last Seen in Lapaz. When a whirlwind romance leads to a brutal murder and the disappearance of a young Nigerian woman, P.I. Emma Jean resorts to dangerous undercover work to track her down in Accra. Just as things at work are slowing down for P.I. Emma Jean, an old friend of her boss's asks for help locating his missing daughter in Accra. According to her father, Ngozi had a bright future ahead of her when she became secretive and withdrawn. Suddenly, all she wanted to do was be with her handsome new beau, Femi, instead of attending law school in the fall. So when she disappears from her parents' house in Nigeria in the middle of the night, they immediately suspect Femi was behind it and have reason to believe the pair has fled to Ghana. Woo! This is a mystery detective series, so we shall see. See, oh, there's another, kind of crime thriller mystery detective. Okay, well, I'm for it. We'll get through it. All right. So now I have a book called The Book of Memory by Petina, Gappah. I hope I'm saying this right. You can see for yourself, and I'll have details down below. And this is literary fiction. This book was published in 2016, so it's been out there for a little bit. I had never heard of this author. However, this looks so interesting. I got it, I think mainly because of the cover. Look at that. And there's, butterflies, I guess, around her. Anyway, it's a moving between the vibrant townships of the poor and the suburbs and country retreats of the rich. The Book of Memory is a compelling, contemporary tale of love, obsession, and the cruelty of fate. Memory is an albino woman languishing in prison in Harare, Zimbabwe. At 9 years old, she was adopted by a wealthy man, a man whose murder she is now convicted of. Facing the death penalty, she tells the story as the chain of events that brought her there, is everything exactly as she remembers it? Ooh, and it's not that thick. What we got? Here? I'm trying to look at the page count. 274 pages. Kind of tiny font, but that sounds like a very interesting read. And she's got some other books out. I am not familiar with them, but I'll check into them, especially if after I read this one and I like her writing style, then I will advance to, excuse me, purchasing her other books. Now, this next book has come highly recommended by fellow booktubers as well as some people who have commented on my post. But this must be a really good book because I see nothing but good ratings for it. And it's called All the Lonely People by Gayle. So let's find out what this is about. This is fiction, and this came out in July of 2021. So it's been out there for at least 2 years. It says, in weekly phone calls to his daughter in Australia, widower Hubert Bird paints, that's his name, Bird paints, a picture of the perfect retirement packed with fun, friendship, and fulfillment. But it's a lie. In reality, Hubert's days are all the same, dragging on without him seeing a single soul. Until he receives some good news that in one way turns out to be the worst news ever. News that will force him out again into a world he has long since turned his back on. The news that his daughter is coming for a visit. Now Hubert faces a seemingly impossible task to make his real life resemble his fake life before the truth comes out. Along the way, Hubert stumbles across a second chance at love, renews a cherished friendship, and finds himself roped into an audacious community scheme that seeks to end loneliness once and for all. So he created this lie, and now he's trying to make it seem it was real when his daughter's coming to visit. Okay, now I like the sound of that. It sounds like there's some comedy in there, family, friends, community. So this is going to be very interesting. All the Lonely People. Mm-hmm. I have seen a lot of the paperback editions going around, but when I saw it in hardback, and I'm a hardback person, I said, I'm going to get the hardback. So, there's that one. All right, now this next book is a Netflix series, I believe now, and I've heard mixed reviews on it, but I like to, read and review things for my own liking, my own judgment. And this book is called The Other Black Girl by Zakiya Dalila Harris. You have probably all seen and heard about this book. Well, it's a fiction thriller. It was published in June of 2021. And this was a Good Morning America book club pick. Not that it really matters. They got their sticker up here. Well, the book is about a 26-year-old editorial assistant, Nella Rogers, is tired of being the only Black employee at Wagner Books. Fed up with the isolation and microaggressions, she's thrilled when Harlem-born and bred Hazel starts working in the cubicle beside hers. They've only just started comparing natural hair care regimens, though when a string of uncomfortable events elevates Hazel to office darling, and Nella is left in the dust. Then the notes begin to appear on Nella's desk. Leave Wagner now. It's hard to believe Hazel is behind these hostile messages, but as Nella starts to spiral and obsess over the sinister forces at play, she soon realizes that there's a lot more at stake than just her career. Ooh. So, and I know it's a series. I have not watched it. I'm hoping I could hold off, read the book first, and then watch the Netflix series. But The Other Black Girl sounds very interesting. Ooh, okay. Then I'm going to stop at this last book, which was a purchase in also in September. And it's Summer on Sag Harbor. And this is a series as well. This is book number 2. Book number 1, and this is Sunny Hostin. This is book number 1, Summer on the Bluffs, which I have not read yet. And Summer on Sag Harbor. Well, let's see. This came out in May of 2023. And book number 2 in the series. In a hidden enclave in Sag Harbor, there's a close-knit community of African Americans, elites, who escaped the city for the beautiful beaches of the Hamptons. Since the 1930s, very few have known about this historically Black beachfront community in this part of Long Island, and the residents like it that way. That is until real estate developers discover the hidden gem, and now the residents must fight for the soul of this HBBC, which is historically Black beachfront community. Olivia Jones has, against the odds, blazed an viable career path in the finance world, but behind the veneer of her success, she is mourning several devastating losses and betrayals. Untethered from her life in New York City, Olivia moves to a summer home in Sag Harbor and begins forging a new community out in this HBBC. Friendships blossom with Cara, an ambitious art curator, Whitney, the wife of an ex-basketball player and current president of the Sag Harbor Homeowners Association, Garrett, a sexy new neighbor and single father, and Mr. Whittingham, a kind older gentleman. So we know what direction this is going in. You know, they're trying to change things, and she has to fight, I'm sure. Yeah, so let me know if you have read any of these books, what you think, how you like them, and I want to know. Now, okay, let's talk about series. So far, I've been reading the Reverend Curtis Black series with Kimberly Lawson Roby, and I'm in almost near the end. So I want to know, what other series should I delve into? I've also been reading Mary Monroe's series with Mrs. Wiggins, Empty Vows, and Love and Betrayal. Love something and Betrayal. Okay, I'll put it up here because I can't remember right now. And there's 3 books in that series. I've read Mrs. Wiggins, but I have yet to read her others. She has good book series. I mean, really good. Her Stranger series was wonderful. Another series of books I highly recommend, Beverly Jenkins, her Blessing series. Oh, I just adore it. She's got a new one out, and it's for the Christmas holidays. I haven't gotten my hands on it yet, but it's like number 11, I think, in the series. And I can't wait. It's just a joy to read that series. But tell me what else. What series did you highly enjoy? You gave it high ratings. You can't wait for the next one to come out. And I will look into it. I hope to, find another good series. I'm going to wrap up Miss Kimberly Lawson Roby's The Reverend Curtis Black, because she stopped writing that some years ago. But I had all the books, and I finally wade my way through. They're quick reads. I usually listen to them in audio. And before I go, I'm going to pull from my TBR jar. This is my TBR jar, as you've seen in previous videos that I created. And I have the little books inside. They're made from a seller on Etsy. I can't remember the name, but anyway, I'll put that up here on the thing. So I'm going to pull out a book to see what I want to read next, because I'm almost done with all of my books. And the next book is Jennifer Lewis. I think it's Walking in My Joy. I can't see the title, but I will show it up here. That will hopefully be my next read, and hopefully a good one. I enjoyed her other book, The Mother of Black Hollywood. Absolutely enjoyed it, especially in audio. So I hope she does the audio for this too. And I'm going to leave it there. Until the next video, thank you all for watching, subscribing. Please comment. Please let me know what you're reading, especially for the holidays. Anything that interests you, or you may have already read and you really, really enjoyed it. Something that's cozy for get through the winter and the holidays. So good talking to you, and I'll see you later in the next one. Bye.